Just getting everything ready here. Bear with me. Whoops. Uh-oh, I hit the wrong thing. I'm going to take a chance here. My options are talk chat or live chat. It says talk chat, some messages such as potential spam maybe may not be visible, or live chat, all messages are visible. So it sounds to me like by picking talk chat, I'm only avoiding spam. But I never get. I mean, last time I didn't get a problem with spam, and I'm wondering if a regular person would have put a link to like their channel or something, it would block it. I'm gonna take a chance and put live chat for now. If I start getting spam, then I'll change it. So live chat is my setting. Okay. Now I'm going to attempt to find my chat in a search in a second here. Let's see. Hold on a minute. All right, now I'm going to flip this around. All right, let's see. What am I calling this again? Let's try small. Just type in the words. It says I'm calling it this. Talk and hang out, small channel chat room, live stream shout. I may modify that slightly when I finalize it after it's already been recorded. But so I'm going to type in small channel. Let's try that. And now we'll filter it by live. Oh, look, there we go. Second one up. Not bad, not bad. I don't know how I got second one up. Maybe because it's me that's looking and I'm logged in. I wonder if I try that on a separate browser, if it'll come up as close to the top when I type in those two words. Let's try. I never use Microsoft Edge except for testing when I'm not logged into anything, so let's try that. Wait, I should copy the. Wait a minute, hold on. But I'm not logged in here. All right, so now we'll do the same thing we did there. Small channel. I'm going to filter it by live. Oh, even when I'm not logged in, I come up number 2 on that search. Bingo. Now, why is no one in here yet? Probably because it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday night / Monday morning. All right. So I guess I can minus that. And what am I going to do? Let's see. Oh, I wanted to talk to you guys about something. Well, first of all, let me say this. I don't know why I'm bothering this. Well, I'm saying this for people watching after the fact, because no one watching live is... Well, there is no one watching live yet. If there even will be later. I am attempting to get some of my things done here at home in between while I live stream. So there will probably maybe be some breaks in between. I'll try not to make them too long when I exit the room and have to leave the camera here while I do so. And then I'll come back in between to check to see if I've gotten any viewers, comments, etc., and also to talk more. So just giving you a heads up ahead of time. So in between, I'll probably put on a film, some of my old videos playing. But if you find that boring, you can just fast forward through that till the part that I come back again. Parts that I come back again. All right. So real quick now, before I head out of the room for the first time, I just wanted to talk about the first topic I have on my list, which is I ordered a gimbal. I've been hearing a lot about gimbals, and I wasn't too sure about them for a while because didn't even for sure know what it was at first, and then I looked it up and on Amazon, and it was talking about how it would like it had a remote and that you could like a lot of them had remotes and you could control it with that, and that was weird to me. I thought it was just like a stabilizing stand, but I guess it's a little bit more complicated than that. But and I guess like and also what confused me was because it talked about like using apps for your phone. I was like, well, I don't want to use it with an app. Anyway, long story short, I figured out apparently that the app thing is optional. That's just so if you want to like control everything from the, the gimbal. But basically, the whole point of it is to make it so that if you're holding your phone, especially if you're walking with your phone, or actually it works for a regular camera as well, depending on the kind of gimbal you get. It'll somehow um, I'm not sure if it uses gyroscopes or electronics or both, but anyway, um, it will evidently stabilize it so it doesn't really shake very much. So I've noticed that a lot of my videos that I'm walking, I kind of even though I try to hold it steady, it still moves a lot. So I decided to order one. Now let me see if I can bring up the page. And the first one I was going to buy, and I even had it in my um, what you call it, my cart on Amazon. I can flip this around. Was this one, the Hohem, etc., iSteady, etc. Was $89, and it seemed like it was the people were giving it fairly good reviews and stuff. I was like, all right, I'll probably get that. But then it occurred to me that um, a lot of the time now I want to be starting to use my Panasonic camcorder, and this is won't work with that. So then I did more research, and then I was going to get this one and a separate one for my camcorder. But the cheapest one for my camcorder for that I could find was like almost $300 or 200 something. And I was like, I guess I have to get both. But that was like I was really reluctant to do that. And then I happened upon this one, the Sony. No, wait, I'm sorry. That's one of the things it works with. Um, I guess it's the brand is Moza. Yes, Moza. It looks like 3-axis gimbal stabilizer, but it says that it can be used for um, uh, phones and says mirrorless cameras and also GoPros, as you can see in the pictures there. Now, I don't have a mirrorless camera, but in one of the questions, it talked about somebody was saying that, or maybe it was one of the reviews, I forget, that I read about, that you can also use it with camcorders. The important thing is that it has to be 1.98 pounds or less, and I did the math, and apparently my camcorder, even with the battery, even with the light that I bought for it, is still going to come well under 2 pounds. So I took a chance and spent the $199 on it, figuring that since it served its purpose for both my phone and for my camcorder, that maybe, just maybe, it'll work and I won't have to spend as much money and I'll have just one gimbal instead of having to get two for each device. So, alright, so I just wanted to share that with you. That was my first thing I wanted to talk about. Still nobody in here viewing, but oh well. They don't come in, they don't come in. Nothing I can do about it right now. So now I have to go exit the room for a couple minutes. So I am going to put on one of my old videos, actually my first video that I have up still, DR2, just for you to, I don't know how I'm going to position this. The problem is my computer monitor is a little too close to the edge of my desk, and so I can't quite get the whole thing. So I'm pulling out a drawer in my desk, and that'll probably show most of it. All of it, probably. Oh, wait a minute. Technical difficulties. Oh, how am I going to get up? I'm not going to be able to get up out of my chair that way. That's not going to work. Tight quarters in here. Well, I'll just play it like this. I guess you won't be able to see the whole thing, but that's all right. The important thing is that you see some of it, and that you can see my "be right back" message in case anyone comes in to the chat. They're like, and wonders where I am. So I will be back shortly. Until then, enjoy this if you'd like. Is it me or there's no sound? Did I not? Is my speaker off? Why am I not hearing anything? Something weird is going on. Why am I not hearing anything? I could have sworn my speaker was on. What a great time to have technical difficulties. I cannot hear a darn thing. Okay, I guess I'm not going anywhere yet until I sort out my sound issue. I always use this speaker and it's never a problem. Maybe sometimes it mysteriously shuts itself off. I don't know why. I always keep it charging. Oh, wait, do I have it muted? I might have the video muted. Yeah, I accidentally muted the video. That's why. Be right back.
Here we have an interesting little brook. I'm not sure the name of it. People have tagged up the railing. Never understood the point of tagging if you can't even tell what it says. But to each their own. Across the street, I don't know if you can read the sign. Find it. In the viewfinder. Anyway, right there, there's a sign. It says, "Welcome to historic Patuxent Village." Quaint old neighborhood here in good old Warwick. A lot of old houses up there. I'm not sharing the details of my history, but I'm pretty sure it was started in the 1700s, possibly earlier, possibly even the 1600s, but there's definitely some old houses up there. This one's not as old. It could be like 100 years old, maybe. Maybe older. The ones up there look a little older. They look colonial. I think I passed the path. I was so distracted by the houses. Okay, here's the real deal, guys. What's this say? Can you read that? It's kind of hidden by the bushes. It says, Patuxent. Here I am covering the microphone. Sorry. It says Patuxent River Trail. 3/4 of a mile. Well, we won't be going all the way down today, I don't think, but... Oh, no, don't be confused. We're not on Warwick Ave, but the trail comes out on Warwick Ave. This is the post road, and let's check it out. All right. Now maybe you can hear me better now that we're not walking by all that traffic. I just got this camera. Oh, actually I got it a few months ago, but I just started using it this morning. So I'm not an expert on it yet. I haven't figured out how to zoom yet. It seems like a lot of the things are further away than they should be, but I was so eager to make my first real exploring video that I didn't take the time to figure out about the zoom feature yet. I'm sure I'll figure it out in time. So through the trees we see, and yes, you can tell maybe that I've been on this trail before. Through the trees, perhaps you can tell, although there's a lot of sunlight, but there's a building there. That building is abandoned. I'll be showing you more of that in a little bit. I don't know if you heard that overhead. A plane just flew overhead. For those of you not familiar with the area, we have a large airport here in Warwick. Well, not that large, but semi-size, mid-size. Not as big as Logan or anything like that. Okay. See the building? So much sun. In my viewfinder, all I see is white, but with my bare eyes, I can see the building. You'll get an idea of it sooner. Walking down the path. What's this say? 1852. I doubt that was when the pole was constructed. It's probably numbers put on the pole to designate what pole number it is. And yes, there are wires going across here in the woods. That's very odd, but strangely enough, there's a telephone and or electric wire and or cable wire going right above the trail. Very interesting. Never noticed that before. A lot of vines on this tree. Mostly dead ones by the looks of it. Look at that one hanging. Can you imagine Tarzan swinging from that vine? Alright, let's go down the trail some more. Comes that electric wire again, right down the path. Did you see that bird? He just flew across the bridge. Here's that brook that we saw. It's flowing underneath the bridge. No, I'm not going to make a Red Hot Chili Peppers joke like everyone else does when I say that. I did like that song. That was an annoying song anyway. Cute little bridge, though. Not sure of its age. Can't be too ancient. Still in good shape. That looks like possibly an old telephone pole. They're in the water. Alright, people. A little bit of glare here, sun, but I'll be coming out in a little clearing momentarily. Oh, now you see the chain link fence here? Maybe you can get a better, yeah, now you can see the building. I'm not sure the name of the building. The sign is worn off. It definitely needs to be some sort of either factory and or warehouse and or some sort of industrial business. I'll show you what kind. I don't know if I'll get to you in this video, but if not, next. Or the one after that. Anyway, it's funny how this chain link fence just comes around here. Oh, I see. Look at this. Apparently, I'm not sure what that structure is. If anyone knows what it is, feel free to leave a comment. But some sort of rusty metal structure enclosed within this rusty chain link fence. I wonder what that used to be. Very interesting. Trees have grown up a lot inside there. Now we're coming out to the clearing over here. Now you get a better look at the building. Oh my goodness, the sun is awfully bright. Awful lot of glare over here.
All right, guys, I'm back for a few. 20 minutes in and still no one's in this. It'd be unfortunate if I finish this whole live stream and no one comes in. Then I'll be faced with the decision as to whether I should just delete it or leave it up so I can at least get some views for it after the fact. But then it'll be extra boring, especially with me leaving the room so much. But I have to get things done, and how am I mean, unless I schedule it ahead of time, which I hate scheduling things, especially something like this. I don't know how I'm going to get people in. I think I'm just going to just keep doing live streams. Sooner or later, people are going to show up. But as far as like leaving them up, if I delete it afterwards, I'm going to feel like I went to all this work of getting it set up and talking and stuff for nothing. So I'm going to leave it up even if no one comes in. Even if it's extra boring with large breaks in between and me talking about fairly boring stuff and nobody comes in. I don't care. If people want to watch it, they can. If they don't, they can just skip it. Maybe I'll even put in the title, skip if you don't like boring things or something. I don't know. I don't care. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So, let's see. What else did I want to talk to you about? Flip this back around. There we go. Oh. I can talk to you about Streamyard. I don't know anything about it yet. Really, but... Okay, so what... Wait a minute. Did I lose these? Okay. Well, see, what happened is... So my live streams... I did my first live... Well, actually, technically my second live stream, but my first live stream since the olden days. A couple days ago, or 3 days ago, it says. This one right here. I actually got a couple people in that one. Anyway, I've been noticing that some channels, when they do a live stream, they have people in. Like, not just the person who's recording it. Like, some channels, they just do it like I did it last time, and like I'm doing it tonight. They'll just have, you know, them talking or doing whatever. And then on the side, you'll see the chat. Let me see if I can open up the old one and you'll see what I mean. Wait a minute. So here's my old live stream. And you see over here on the right, there's the two people that came in and we were talking. Okay, and that's the standard way you see a live stream on YouTube. But then there's a different way that I noticed. Couple different channels here. But this one is a good example. This right here, the name of this channel, is a channel that I've known for a while, although I didn't have anything to do with them for a couple years when I took my time off. But anyway, the name of their channel is WhatThe Paranormal. You should check them out. They do some interesting videos about paranormal stuff. They do a lot of live streams and stuff. Anyway, so as you can see, they have the chat window on the side, but then they also have multiple people, and I don't want to play it, actually do more than just show you a still shot of it on pause, because I don't want to take any chances that I get in trouble with YouTube. But if I were to hit play, you'd see all 5 of those groups of people talking. So there's apparently a way to do that, which I'm going to get into in just a moment. And so what I wanted to do, what I would like to be able to figure out how to do, is have me and one or more other people on camera talking, you know, when and if on the times that I can find people that want to do that, and I want to do it too, but also have the chat replay after. I mean, obviously during you see the chat, but afterwards I want to be able to see the chat replay afterwards, like on mine. Okay, but apparently it doesn't always work like that, because I was looking I was watching a video a few days ago. Wait a minute. Let me open this up separately. This channel right here, 40 Entrepreneur Drive, had a video. Wait a minute. Let me open up this in a separate window.
Got the number.
Oh, there we go. This is the video that I was watching, and then she was explaining about because I was looking up because I had a problem when I was first replaying my last live stream. I couldn't the live chat replay wasn't showing up, and I couldn't figure out why. And I was looking up all over the internet trying to figure out why. And she's saying that she found with her experience that when she edited the actual, not as opposed to just the name or the title, the actual like trimming the video or what have you, editing the actual video, she found that made it so that she couldn't have the live chat replay show. But I had not attempted to edit it, so I knew that wasn't the reason. And then I scrolled down in the comments on her video, and let's see, she's saying, answer to one of these comments, did you stream through third-party apps like OBS Streaming or Streamyard? In that case, it will not be available. So I assumed that was always the case to be true. And so then I was watching, where is it? Okay. The WhatThe Paranormal video. And now I tried to find where I actually participated in. I made a couple comments and I asked the question. And I tried to re-find it for you, but I lost. I briefly refound it and then I lost it. So, and rather than spend forever trying to find it and watching the whole thing over again, I decided that I wouldn't bother showing you. But trust me, I did ask them, and they did tell me in this chat. They told me that they use Streamyard. I said something like, "How do you get the multiple video feeds up on one live stream?" And someone in the comments, plus one of these two, the hosts actually said in the video feed, I believe it was one of them, said that it's Streamyard. Now I don't know, I haven't looked it up yet. I don't know if that's even one word or two, but although according to this, it's one word, so it probably is one word. But if WhatThe Paranormal is able to use Streamyard and still have a live chat replay, because hey, this isn't live anymore, this was streamed a couple days ago, then either 40 Entrepreneur Drive is wrong and Streamyard does work, or when she did this video it was right, but now it's wrong because Streamyard made it so that, or Streamyard and or YouTube made it so that you can. That's what I'm thinking, unless WhatThe Paranormal has a special setting that makes it that way. So my hope, and see, now that's a good thing. And what I did not want to have happen is because she got the fear in me about thinking that maybe if you use a streaming app like that you can't have live chat replay, when she said, oh, third-party apps don't work. And then I looked at this other channel that I watch that I haven't watched lately, but I watched a handful of times a week or two ago, by the name of MeanMrMayo. He's got an interesting channel. He talks a lot about 60s music, older music, mostly 60s music, specifically a lot about the Beatles, and he also talks about movies a lot. And when you're in the mood to talk about that narrow range of subjects, that can be an interesting channel to watch. Anyway, so as you can see on this live stream that he did, which is also not live now, it says live chat replay is not available. And I'm wondering, and if I can fast forward through part of his video, if it's because he used a different third-party app, and I'm not sure which third-party app he's using, but whichever one looks like this, maybe I should try asking him. He does seem rather responsive at times in his live streams. But I don't know yet what he uses. But so I'm thinking maybe the one he uses does not allow live chat replay, like 40 Entrepreneur Drive said. Or it could be that he had some other setting or chose to turn it off, if that's even possible. I don't know. I don't really know. But in any case, I am cautiously optimistic that maybe if I try using Streamyard, that maybe I can get it to work like WhatThe Paranormal did and be able to have if I can ever get to the point where I can find somebody who actually wants to come up on camera on my stream at the same time as me, and yet still have live chat replay. That was my story about Streamyard. I should get a pen and cross some of these things off my list of things to talk about. Hold on. Still nobody in my chat. Half hour into this. Something tells me this is going to be a talking to myself live stream. Well, all my other videos I talk to myself anyway, so guess you're just going to have to listen to this after the fact. Unless someone comes in. Okay, so I can cross off gimbal. And I can cross off Streamyard from my list. I wanted to make a list ahead of time of things that I wanted to talk about or show or whatever, or do on camera, because I was afraid I would draw a blank while I was on camera and be like, and not know what to say. So I figured it would make sense to make a list ahead of time. All right, now I need to exit again. I have to get some more things done. So I will find that video, flip you around. Bring up my be right back sign. And I will do what that sign says.
I want you to see something here. I don't know if you can get a really good look because of the glare. But
oh, someone's watching.
this
Hello, viewer.
giant bush.
Viewer, I have to leave the room for a minute. I'll be back in a couple minutes. So if you can sit tight, I'll be right back.
These bushes were small and like manicured, and it's been abandoned for so long that they've just grown up the size of small trees. See the ones over there did the same thing. Here's the building from the back. Let's take a look. Ah, now that we've got the sun behind the building, now we can get a better look at it. It's in the evening, not the morning, so the sun will be setting more and more. Lots of graffiti. But yet there's lights on them there. They still have power on them there. I'm almost positive I see electricity in there. Trying to get you a lengthwise view here. Stretches pretty far in either direction. So the mystery abandoned building. This concludes part 1. Come back again for part 2. Please, if you want. Okay, part 2 of the series. Now, let's walk around this side here. Actually, part of me has I don't know if you can hear me. I keep covering the microphone. I'm going to get out of that habit. Part of me has a slight nervousness that the building's in operation. I don't think it is. You know what? Lights aren't on in there. It's just showing sunlight coming through. I thought it was lights. What are these things? Whatever this building used to be. Oh, it says...
Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
One-star product.
Just my luck. I wonder if they left a comment. I doubt it. Nope, no comment. See, what happened was, I had no viewers for over a half hour. And let me flip this around. And so I was like, well, I got to go get some more things done. So right when I was getting up, I looked up and I saw one viewer. And for a split second, I was like, do I stay now because they're here? But then I was thinking, there's a good chance they'd be one of those viewers that don't want to actually type. They just want to watch. I was like, well, heck with it. If they really want to watch, oh, they're back. Or maybe it's someone different. I don't know. Anyway, so I was like, So then I left. Then I came back and it said 0. I was like, oh. But now it says 1. So, I don't know. If anyone wants to partake in the chat, they can. If not, that's fine too. Let's see now. Oh, I know the thing I wanted to talk about. The next thing I wanted to talk about the stinky camera case that I ordered. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh, they left again. Brr. Hate when they leave. I guess I'm really boring. Well, I'm still gonna talk about the case. If I can find it on Amazon here. Let's see. Let me go to my orders. Excuse me. Okay, so I ordered this. Not too long ago. YU hard carrying case for Panasonic. The camcorder numbers that they list are not specifically the number that I have, but I figured it was close enough. It probably would work. And it shows, as you can see, camcorder fitting in there nicely, along with the charger and battery and cables. So I said to myself, well, that would be nice, because right now I just have my camcorder sitting in the box it came in, which, while isn't that bad, is kind of a big box, and I don't know, it just seems kind of bulky. This seems like it would be better. So since it was only $14, I said, well, can't hurt, right? I have Prime. It's not like I was going to have to pay for shipping. So I ordered it, and then I waited, and it came, and I didn't get a chance to open it right away because I was busy. And then finally, when I was doing my last live stream, when those two people came in and we were talking, I actually did open it on camera at the end, but then something happened, and I wanted to get off of camera. Had been on for an hour and 40 minutes, and so I got sidetracked. I didn't really show it on the camera, but I'm gonna do that now, and I'm gonna tell you the bad experience that I had with it. So, oh heck with it. I guess you can see my room, even though it's kind of messy and cluttered. I'll put it over there. Yeah, there it is, hanging on my metal cabinet there. Let me go over there and grab it, and I'll bring it back. I'm actually going to put gloves on to touch it, because I don't want to have my hands stink like this thing stinks, let me tell you. Alright, so this is it. Now, when I opened it on camera, I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't notice it then. But then afterwards, I was like, what's that smell? Because I had it sitting near me, and I soon realized it was coming from this case. And it doesn't smell as badly now, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. Otherwise, if it was like it was before, I wouldn't even be putting it this close to my face. So, when I smelled it smelling so bad, I opened it up, and I was like, oh my God, is it coming from this? And I actually put my nose near it and smelled it. Putrid smell coming from this case. It smelled like, I don't know, like the word, like just like really strong chemical smells, like a cross between like dye and like some sort of strange chemical odor. It was really strong, to the point where the package that it came in also smelled after I had thrown it in the wastebasket. So I didn't know what to do with it. I was like, first I was just going to leave it out. Maybe I said to myself, maybe if it's just exposed to air for a day or something, it'll smell less. But then I left it out for a few hours, it still smelled. So I said, well, I got to do laundry tomorrow anyway. I put it in my hamper, and then I washed it with my laundry. I was like, I hope it doesn't make my laundry stink, but luckily it didn't. So it came out of the laundry, and it doesn't smell nearly as strongly as it did before, but it still smells. Like, put my nose, yeah, still smells really bad. So I was like, well, maybe if I leave it airing out for a while longer. So I've had it hanging over there on my cabinet for like a day. Still smells, so I don't think the air did anything, but the washing did. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the hamper again, in the laundry basket again, and the next time I do laundry in a couple 3 weeks, whenever I do, hopeful that maybe the second washing will get the rest of the smell out. If not, I may give up and throw it out. I mean, I only spent $14 on it, and I already have the box I can use. But I can't believe they would sell something that smells that bad. It's only got 1 rating, and maybe that's a bad sign. I should have paid attention to that when I ordered it. As you can see, 1 rating, 4 stars. Whoever, I wonder if they actually, no, there's no reviews written. Once in a while, I'll write an Amazon review. Usually when I'm mad at something on there, I should leave a review saying, "Do not buy this. It stinks to high heaven." But have not done that. I don't know if I will bother. I may just say heck with it. But yeah, don't order that. Don't. If I were you, peeps, I would not go to the trouble of find a different one, because this one smells really bad when it comes. So now you can watch me. Actually, well, no, I'm not. I'm not going to hang it back up. I'm going to go put it in my laundry basket. And I have to get a couple more things done. Anyway, so I will, I guess... Oh, okay. Well, maybe I won't leave yet. Someone's in here. Hello, viewer. Would you like to leave a comment? Maybe not. Oh, if you want... No, they left. They got freaked out. I guess I can't blame them. I mean, when I was looking for live streams for myself not too long ago, I would tend to avoid the ones where I saw there was nobody or like 1 or 2 people, because I don't want to end up being the center of attention. I was trying to find ones that had at least a few people in them, if not like 10 or more, so I could just kind of sit in the background and no one would pay attention to me and watch, rather than having the person like feel weird because they knew someone was watching them and then it was me, you know? So I guess I can understand why someone would do that. Or it could be because they see me and they're like, "Oh my god, that guy's so ugly and weird, I'm leaving right now." Like this one is about to do right now. He says, he left! He knew it! He left! Just one of them needs to leave a comment. If I get 1 comment this whole live stream from 1 person and then they leave, I'll be happy. But I may not even get that. Well, I do have to leave the room. I'm going to be back shortly to do a couple things. So let me bring this back up. I cracked myself up. All right. Which one was I playing? Oh, yes, this one. Flip this around. Yeah, eventually, guys, I want to get to the point where at least sometimes I do live streams while I'm actually out exploring. That'll be a little more interesting, not only for people watching live, but people watching after the fact. But I've just been so busy lately. It's been so cold and a couple other reasons, but I just haven't had time. But I figure, hey, a live stream at home is better than no live stream at all, right? At least from my perspective, it is. So let me flip this camera around. Oh.
Some sort of rubber tubing, I think.
I'll be back.
Make or ship or something, probably make. Look at this parking lot, the paving that's being taken over again by the. Oh, there's a bird. Butterfly. I don't know if you can see that. Paving being taken over by the nature. This is the kind of thing I love, when nature reclaims man-made areas. It's like a balance between nature and man-made structures. I always had a fascination with that. You can't read most of these things. Now, who's this? Is this a guy from The Simpsons? Looks kind of like the guy from Futurama to me, but I'm not sure. If anyone knows who that's supposed to be, feel free to leave a comment. Can't read most of the graffiti. It's very colorful, though. That's very interesting. Oh, it smells nice over here. What kind of flowers are these? Very pretty flowers. And then there's this. The same thing? I think so. The It's not in bloom yet. Looks like whoever owns the property is using this area to just throw fallen trees and brush and whatnot. Definitely couldn't drive through there. Not that you could anyway. They have it chained off in front, which I may show you in a later video. If anyone knows what those tubes are used for, feel free to leave a comment. I'm thinking maybe for snaking electric wire through the ground and whatnot, areas that it might not be a good idea to have electricity come in contact with moisture, but what do I know? Could be anything. I'll introduce myself a little later, but for now I figured I'd show you.
I'm starting to get used to this. I feel like I can just be myself. I mean, no one's watching anyway. Well, I guess you will afterwards if I leave this up, which I probably will. The first time I did it a couple days ago, I was a little... I don't know if I was fully nervous, but I was definitely less comfortable than I am now with it. Just stopping this for a minute. I have to look something up. I'm not always going to be able to entertain you. You're just going to have to just either be entertained by my boringness or fast forward through the boring parts or leave, whichever you like to do. What I usually do if there's a channel that I like, if I'm watching a video, especially like a live stream where it tends to, stretch out more sometimes, if it's a part that I don't find interesting, I'll just fast forward it through till it gets to an interesting part again. Oh, we have a viewer again. Hello, viewer. You're the only viewer. And now you're gone again. I mean, are they like, can't they tell that they're going to be the only viewer? Can't they tell? Because when you look up it says, like this one, this is old, by the way, because this is when I did the search a while back. Let me flip it around. Wait. Let me try it again. I'll refresh the page with the same search. Yeah. I mean, it says right there, like it said, look, that one says 49 watching. This one says 1 watching, and mine doesn't say anything. Well, I guess it could say 0 watching, but if you know what you're doing about looking for live streams, I would think that you would be able to tell ahead of time that, whether or not you were going to be the only one in there when you got there. So I don't know if they're just not expecting it or they're weirded out once they get there. Who knows? Oh well. Sooner or later, someone will stick around. I got 2 to stay last time, so if I do enough of these live streams, I'm bound to get 1 or 2 again. And like I said, a few people may watch it afterwards too. So, and I've already gotten brief views. Just doesn't count as much watch time because they were in for only like not more than 30 seconds at a time. Anyway, I'm just looking something up on my computer right now. Is that true? Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself right now. I used to, I want to start again when I get a chance. I used to watch a lot of Burger Planet. His channel is really interesting. And sometimes I would notice, quite often actually, his live streams a lot of the time would be like when he was on the street or whatever, just hanging out with people. Or anywhere, really. He'd do it anywhere. Comedy clubs, anywhere. And that was his early stuff, at least. I don't know what he does now. I like watching channels from the beginning. I start with the old stuff first. Anyway, so I noticed that one time he... actually, not just one time, but several times, quite a few times, he'd just be like filming a live stream, and he wouldn't even talk. He wouldn't even like talk to the camera. He'd just be like looking at it, and then he'd look away, and he'd like be quiet for a while. And I was like, if it was me, I'd be like talking the whole time. But now that I'm like doing live streams, I'm like, you can't. And if you're gonna do it for an extended period, like it's hard to like keep talking the whole time. Number one, you lose your voice. Number two, you run out of things to talk about. And number three, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like it's too much. So that's why I said, well, there's going to be times when I have to leave the room and it's going to be quiet and boring. And if people don't like it, too bad, so sad. If I want to do an extended live stream, it's going to be boring sometimes. And if you don't like it, then leave, come back, or fast forward if you're watching after the fact. But while I was doing that spiel, someone came and left again, I noticed. Even when I talk, they don't like it. What should I be doing? Should I be dancing? Would that make them stay? Maybe if I was like a good-looking female, they might stay instead of an ugly male. I don't know. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess you can watch me get a drink of water. I'm thirsty. Anyway, so I don't, I can see a little bit, I can understand a little bit better about why Burger Plant might do that. Although he's definitely off in his own world sometimes. I think if I were here, I would have talked just a little bit more. But I can't really criticize him because he really is have an interesting channel. If you watch it, like watch a few of his videos, you'll see what I mean. Definitely give him a big shout out and recommendation. All right, I'm gonna exit again.
Some cool stuff. Going to be attempting to be uploading probably on average one, maybe sometimes more video a day.
Yeah, that didn't last.
It takes long enough to build up.
Well, sometimes I've been doing one a day, but other times it's too much. I find it's best to like not have a religious rule, because some days you just don't have time or energy to push yourself to do a video a day. But I have been trying to do multiple per week at least. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but for now at least.
No, I don't. No, I'm shooting a video.
Oh, this guy.
I'm shooting a video for YouTube.
With his dog, I forgot about that.
I'm crazy, but not that crazy.
I think he said he thought I was talking to myself, which I do, but I am that crazy, but that is funny.
I do talk to myself, but that's the point.
I'll be back.
Impressive structure, though. I don't know if you go look at that guy and his dog, but cute dog. Oh, this is pole 6. Pole number Bell Atlantic. Bell Atlantic. Is that even a company anymore? Yeah, this is definitely an old pole. I don't believe that's a company anymore. I think it was merged with another company. One of the phone companies that came out of the, what's the opposite of a merger? I forget what it's called, but remember when, for those of you who are old enough to remember, the Bell Telephone Company was separated out to several other countries back, when was that, late 80s, early 90s? Late 80s, I think. Look that up. You see my shadow. Oh my god. I'm not that skinny. But yeah, what I wanted to show you guys was it's very interesting the way the path, the official path, mind you, with a sign and everything, comes right through here, and then temporarily stops looking like a path, and it's just over the mowed grass that people who own this building are still mowing. It makes it suddenly feel like you're trespassing, even though this is where the trail is, so surely at this particular moment I'm not. But yeah, it doesn't even look like a trail. It just cuts through the back of that abandoned building. Let's continue on. So yeah, this is another one of those bushes I was telling you about. I showed you from a distance before, but see, they're not really, they're almost trees now, but no doubt at one point they were well manicured bushes back here in the back, especially these pine needle ones. I don't know what species that is, but it's very interesting how big they've gotten. Nature reclaiming. When left to its own devices, nature will always reclaim. I don't know if you can hear the birds chirping in those bushes. Oh, house. Oh, I think it's on the other side of the river. Yeah, we're going to be coming up on a river soon. I'll show it to you when we get there. I don't know if you can see that house. And we're on the other side again. The building. Maybe we'll get closer to it again before we go down that path. One thing I notice a lot of people who do exploring videos, they tend to rush through areas they go to. They tend to go to an area, and for the most part, they'll just do one video of it. It's just a few minutes long, or 10, 15 minutes tops, and then they'll move on to the next place, which, that's fine, that's their style, but I like to take my time. I figure I'll break this up into as many parts as necessary, part 1, part 2, part whatever, not just here, but anywhere, until I feel I've sufficiently covered an area so you guys can get a true feel of the layout. Even though I was wrong about the lights being on, I could have sworn another time that I came here that it was later in the night and I did see lights on in there, so I'm not too sure if it's still wired. But you can see some more tubing. Tubing is much bigger, much bigger. Look at this. That's it. My only love. Cute. But yeah, those big tubing, as opposed to the little ones we saw. Various sizes they made apparently. We don't be going in that particular area at this moment. I want to go back on that path. Almost done with part 2 though. Try to make each segment around 10 minutes or just over. This seems like a pretty good length. I like to watch videos that are around that length, and plus I read somewhere that it's like an ideal length video for using AdSense, which I haven't started yet. I just started, but eventually I'd like to add that. Maybe YouTube will put a couple ads on my videos. Get a few cents here and there. Alright, well, we're at the 10-minute mark, so this is a good place to end part 2. Okay, part 3 of the series. Temporarily, at least, leaving the abandoned building, going into the wilderness. Down, once again, actual path. I like the stabilizer on my camera. Doesn't seem to shake too much. It's always annoying when you want.
Alright, I'm back. And I have a viewer, and they left a thumbs up. So, that's a good sign. Did I miss any comments? Nope. Don't worry, viewer. If you don't want to leave a comment, you don't have to. You can just watch. I'm pretty boring, but, I mean, I don't think I'm boring, but I don't think anyone thinks they're boring to themselves. I'm just trying to do a live stream while I get things done around the house here. Did a lot of talking about stuff earlier, but right now I'm going to open up a trash bag. Very normal household chore type of thing to do. Probably very boring, but I don't care. Well, at least I have one viewer now. That's good. It is tough. When I'm looking for a live stream to watch, like, I don't know. It's pretty hard to find one that I like. Like, I mean, I guess even like going through my subscriptions, honestly. The channels that I really like don't seem to do many live streams very often. And the ones that always have them going are really boring. Like, there's a bunch of, like, train live streams, channels that they'll just have, like, a camera positioned, like, on a post over a train track. And, like, once an hour, a train goes by. And there's, like, hundreds of people sitting in there watching it. I'm like, how is this interesting? Or, like, the ones where, like, there's one where there's, like, somebody sleeping. There's, like, 400 people in it. And there's a little bit more interesting. There's ones with, like, cats. Like a room with, like, a couple of cats in it. Or, like, a mom with her kittens. That's a little bit interesting. But then when they're sleeping, and there's still, like, 400 people in there, I'm like, really? You're just watching cats sleep? To me, I'd rather watch someone in and out of the room doing household chores and commenting once in a while than watching people and animals sleep. And trains come by once in a while. But that's just me. That's just me. You do you. You want to watch trains come by once in an hour and find it fascinating? Be my guest. People are like obsessed with trains. I don't know. Teach their own. Look, my trash bag is open. And it also sucks when, like me, I'm a night owl, so I'll be looking for a live stream at 3 or 4 in the morning, and there'll be like a bunch of gaming ones, but I'm not into games, watching people play games. And there'll be a ton of ones from like all over the world that looks like they don't even speak English. And like, don't get me wrong, I you know, whatever. I mean, you can speak whatever language in your country you want, but I don't speak any language but English. So if I see videos that are coming from a country that doesn't look like it's speaking English, I'm not going to want to watch that live stream because I'm not going to understand what's going on. So it's hard to find one sometimes, especially in the middle of the night. So I figured, you know what? If I cannot find a live stream that I want to watch, I'll make the live stream that I want to watch. Because then I'll watch my own live stream, and I won't be bored. Maybe 1 or 2 other people won't be bored either. I have to go do this garbage. I will be back shortly.
Watching someone who's shooting a walking video on their phone or something, and it's like all over the place. Oh, I was trying to show you, and I shook too much. On the house, probably. Oh yeah, here's the river. This is the famous or semi-famous, at least around here, the Tuxet River. finishes fairly close to here, east of here, pours out into Narragansett Bay. I believe that's what it's called over here. I'm not sure where the other end of it is, where it originates. Somewhere in western Rhode Island, perhaps. But yeah, the lazy Patuxent River. Lazy maybe, but still the biggest river we have in this area. Very pretty. Alright, continuing on down the path. There we go. But yeah, chance happenings that you're not expecting, like when I just happened to run into that guy. I love watching videos when there's like unexpected things happen. And of course, personally, other than that, I probably won't find too many surprises today because I've been here before. Sometimes I'm going to take you guys places even I haven't been, and then it'll be surprising for all of us. Imagine having a house like, I don't know if you can see that really well, but a house right on the river like that, that must be really nice. Probably a little bit more expensive to buy a house on the river than not. Oh boy, the sun's really glaring here. I don't know if you can see this, the tubes. I think maybe you can. Another angle of the tubes. Oh, there's a canoe. I don't know if you can see that. There's another canoe over there. I wish I knew how to zoom. I'll show you a better picture of it, but trust me, if you can't see it, there's definitely a canoe across the river there. I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to take me on canoe trips sometimes. It was hella fun. I can get a canoe sometime. What's on that tree? Oh, is that a sticker or something? Oh my God. I don't know if you can see it, but someone looks like stuck the top of a rusty can to that tree. Huh. Tough to get over there now. Bring my brush cutters with me. Uh-oh. There's a mighty thorn blocking the path. Look at those. Those look sharp. Holy moly. I am not touching that. Skirt that. Another house across the river. I don't know if you can see it. There's another vantage point of that parking lot with the tubes. I think it's right around this bend. Some more thorns. Whoa. Whoa. It's thorn country. Thorn just got my ankle.
All right, soul viewer, I am back for a bit. While I was out there doing chores, I came up with something I wanted to talk about when I came back, and then I forgot what it was. So, oh well. But you get another trash bag out now. Anyway, what you were watching, I'm just like putting my own videos, my old videos on. I don't want to get in trouble for showing someone else's, but I don't think YouTube will care if I film my own videos playing, so figure just let people watch that while I'm out of the room rather than staring at an empty, non-moving thing. Ah, the viewer left. They stuck around while I was gone, and then they left when I came back. Well, that's okay. At least they watched for like 15 minutes at least. That's not too bad. That's 15 minutes of watch time right there. I'll see if they left a comment. Nope, they didn't. I wonder if I can watch my live stream on my computer. Let me try that. Wait a minute. Let's see what it says here. Hit play. It's going to do that thing where it echoes the screen. It's going to do that thing where it echoes the screen. I did this on the last live stream. It was funny. Yeah, I was just checking to see, make sure there was no chat that I missed. Nothing, I see. Oh, they're back. Or somebody is, anyway. I don't know if it's the same one. Oh, they're back. Let me like get out of this. This is weirding me out. I'm hearing an echo of myself. Wait, maybe I can mute it. That'll do it. See though, it's a cool effect though. I'm watching a video of myself, watching a video of myself, watching a video of myself, watching a video of myself on into infinity. I thought that was pretty neat. I'm gonna flip this around. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that up on the screen so now I don't have to keep checking my phone to see if anyone left a comment. Because I'm filming on my phone. But I can see on the screen now, on the computer screen, whether or not anyone's left a comment. I mean, if they do, they do. They don't, they don't. But I just don't want to miss it if they do. I don't know if you don't know, viewer, right here. That's my channel name, Roxley Summers. I'm pretty boring, but I have over 100 videos up. So if you want, you can check them out at some point. Subscribe if you want. Trying to build my channel up again. I was a lot more popular back in 2017, and then I quit for like 3 years. So now I may as well have three subscribers because no one watches my videos anymore. But I'm not giving up again, at least not anytime soon. Hence the live streams, even when I have nothing particularly interesting to do or say. I'm going to put this over there. This is my crappy, cluttered room. And you'll see me now. I'm going to open that up and get some laundry out. Put a few things in this bag right here that I'll need for another time soon. Any questions or comments, don't be afraid to leave them. I'll try to answer anything I can within reason. Just don't be rude or mean, and I won't kick you out. This cabinet came with the house. I don't know if you can see it too well. Maybe I should turn the camera around a little bit more. We moved here a few years ago, and old people that lived here before us left. Oh, I have to show you this, actually. I have got to show you this. I just remembered. I have my phone charging. I'm going to unplug it and bring this over. So this cabinet was left with the house when we bought it. And it's a pretty old cabinet, but I didn't realize from what era it was until I opened it up. So check this out, right? Wait, let me flip this around. Okay. I open it up, and I see these stickers on the inside. Now, I'm 47 years old, okay? When the first Star Wars movie came out, I was 4 years old. When Empire Strikes Back came out, I was 7. And then when Return of the Jedi came out, I was 10, all right? So I saw them all in the theater when they first came out, and I loved the series, and I always have, the original. And I open this up, and I see these original 1970s Star Wars stickers. I was like, no way. If these stickers were like still on the backing, they'd probably be worth something. But I'm definitely not taking these stickers down. There's Chewbacca, and there's Luke in his helmet, and when he's in the X-wing. And then here he is, and when he took his helmet off when he was wearing the Stormtrooper armor. And then whoever had this also, I guess he was into. Is that from Battlestar Galactica or something? I'm not even sure. I think it's Battlestar Galactica, a show that was on about the same time. I didn't really watch that much, so I don't really remember these characters, but definitely the Star Wars stickers were well worth getting the free cabinet. And they had these on there too. That's probably from the same era too. Toucan Sam, safety first. But that was pretty neat. All right, I have to put this camera back down so I can do my thing. Oh, I gotta flip that around again. Well, thank you, viewer, for watching for a few. You're helping me rack up my watch hours so I can... My hope is that within a year or two I can get to the point where I'm getting 4,000 or more view hours per year, which means I get monetized. So I figure the only way to do that, realistically, is to do a lot of live streams. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, this is where I keep all my laundry and stuff. I'm too lazy to like fold it when I get it out of the laundry, so I just put it in bags and then stuff it in this cabinet like this. And then when I need it, I take the bags out and I try to find what I'm looking for. It's not exactly an organized system, but I don't really want to take the time to organize it. Maybe someday. And the magnet clips that close it doesn't work anymore. So this came with a house too. It was actually on here. So I guess the previous owner used, it's like an old robe tie or something, to keep it tied so it will stay shut. And so I said, well, I'm going to use it for that too. I just double tie it and it keeps it shut as good as new. I'll show you one other thing that's interesting. I don't really want to disturb him too much, but under here is a cat. Let's see if I can just show you without disturbing him too much. Oh, he's really wrapped up in there. Oh, I feel bad I'm waking him up. I can't. He's so... There's his fur. Oh, I woke him. I feel bad now. What's the matter, buddy? Can't get out? There he is. That's Iggy. If you want another story about how I got him, you can watch the previous live stream from a couple days ago. But he loves to get under the sheet. He'll like paw at it if I don't put it over him. So I have to put it... When he paws at it, I'm like, okay, I have to put it over him. And then he lays down and goes right to sleep. He loves it. It's like his cat blanket. Sorry, Iggy. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to what am I doing? I have to go do a couple things again, so I guess I'll aim the camera at Iggy for you. He's probably going to get down anyway if I leave the room and follow me, but maybe he'll stay and you can watch him. Should I put my, maybe I should put my be right back sign over there. Can you read that? Not really. Just in case someone else comes in and is like, what's going on? Oh, now I have 2 viewers. Oh, second viewer, I was on the first viewer that's my cat Iggy over there. He was just sleeping, but I took the sheet off of his head so that people could see what he looked like. And now he's awake. I kind of feel bad, but you have anything to say, Mr. Iggy? Oh, he just gave you guys a little cat kiss. Oh, let me flip this back around because I'm temporarily back. Oh, I got a comment. I just realized. Hold on, commenter. I will read your comment. Wait a minute. It says, happy birthday for yesterday. It wasn't my birthday yesterday. Did I say it was my birthday? I remember saying that. It's not my birthday. It wasn't my birthday. This guy, Fresh News. Fresh News, are you still in here? Or did you leave? That one right there. see if I can find their channel if they have one. So if you're watching a live stream, what you do is you copy, because you can't click directly on it. Well, nothing will happen. It should, but so you have to go like this, copy their name, and then I guess I'm gonna have to, wait a minute, I'll have to do it again. Hold on. Oh, there we go. The Breeze. Hey, somebody I recognize. I hope you don't mind. I'm checking out your videos. Oh, that looks interesting. Some Lego stuff. I used to love Legos when I was a kid. I'll have to check out your videos later. I'm going to subscribe. Breeze, you should subscribe to this guy's channel. Subscribe. You just got an extra subscriber. Hey, how come the subscriber count didn't change? Maybe I have to refresh. There it goes, 75. Anybody watching this after the fact, I'm going to leave this video up after the fact. You should check out this guy's channel, Fresh News. And now, Breeze, I'll see if I can do the same for yours. Give you another plug. Breeze says, I've been watching live concert footage. Oh, really? What band or bands? Wait, let me guess. Leonard Skinner? Or was it a different band? You tell me. Oh, I forgot I can't find it this way. I have to find it a different way. How did I find it last time? I'm going to have to go to my history, I think. Well, I guess you're going to see my watch history. It's too late now. I need to find the Breeze's videos. I'm looking for the one of the sausage. There it is. Play a new one in my history so I can find it more easily next time. Yeah, that's the Breeze. Fresh News 24/7. You should check out the Breeze's channel. He's got a pretty interesting collection of videos on there. I watched one of them the other day. Motorhead, Lemmy's Life documentary, Breeze says. Oh, that sounds like an interesting interesting thing. Where did you find that? Was that on YouTube? I used to listen to Motorhead a long time ago. Back when I had cassette tapes, I had quite a few of their albums, and then I switched over from cassettes and never got into their music on the formats that I started using later on. Really? That sounds interesting. Maybe I'll check that out for later. You saw that? He says he saw them live in '81. Really? Oh my God! I was 8 years old in '81. Is this the one that you watched? The top one? With that one right there? It says the Lemmy one about 2 hours worth. Oh, so the second one, this one right here. Yeah, that's got to be it. It's almost 2 hours. Yeah, that must have been an experience. Did they open when you saw them? Did they open for someone, or did someone open for them? And what band was it that they played with? I haven't been to a concert in many years. Last one I saw was the band America at the casino. That was a number of years back. But I used to go to concerts as a kid a lot. She says, open for Ozzy, Blizzard of Oz tour and 38 Special. Oh, nice. I've never been a 38 Special fan, but I gotta tell you, Ozzy. Oh, I love Ozzy. He's got a lot of good stuff, both in Black Sabbath and solo. I have several of his, several of his songs at least. It's my absolute favorite songs on my favorite songs playlist. Let's see. I'm trying to think what bands I saw that you might like. I saw Metallica. Back. Let's see. I'm trying to think what year it was. It was the Black Album tour, so it must have been '91. I saw them. They were up in Massachusetts. Faith No More opened for them. I like Faith No More. I love Faith No More. And then, no, wait, I take it back. I saw Metallica twice. I saw them once. They were just doing the Black Album tour, and I'm not sure if anyone opened for them. We might have gotten there too late to see the band that opened for them. And then I saw them again in that same like time frame. It probably was the same year. Or actually, it might have been '92. Actually, I think it was. Yeah, '92 again. I saw them. The tour they did with Guns N' Roses. Faith No More opened, and then I'm pretty sure it was that Metallica was second, and then I think the headliner was Guns N' Roses, which in my opinion the headliner should have been Metallica, but at the time Guns N' Roses were like more popular than Metallica was, so that's why I think they were the final band. But yeah, it was a really good show. I would have loved to see Motorhead, but can't do that now. No, Lemmy's not with us anymore. What does he say? I'm gonna read his comments again. I like doing this. Now I can show everyone the comments before they show up on the live chat replay, in case anyone's watching it right after it goes down. He says, River Flat Jam outdoor concert in downtown Minneapolis. Oh, okay. Where you're from. Nice. I'm trying to think what other concerts I can tell you about that I went to. Actually, when I started out, I started going to crazy show. I went. My first concert ever was the Pixies. I got into punk rock. My first girlfriend was like into punk rock and that kind of thing. So she took me to. She's like, "Oh, we should go see the Pixies." So that was my first concert. Pere Ubu opened for them, and yeah, that was a good show. But yeah, I used to go to concerts all the time. I saw Nine Inch Nails. I went to two of the Lollapaloozas, the first and the second one. No, the second and the third one, I think. No, yeah, second and third one. David Bowie. Trying to think who else you would have heard of. A bunch of punk bands that you probably wouldn't have heard of because they were too underground, but yeah. Oh, I saw Helmet when they were big. Cypress Hill, but we didn't get to see much of the show because, well, I mean, if we were into Cypress Hill, you can probably guess what we were doing back then. And we were doing that a little bit too long, and then we got to, because my friend was like, "Oh, we don't need to get there right away. There'll be a cover band. We'll just get there late, and then we'll see when they show up." So we got there, and we walked in, and they had like a giant, you know what, lit up, a giant one, like 3 feet long, on stage, and literally we listened to like 45 seconds of them playing, and then it was over. And I was so mad at my friend. I was like, dude, you had us wait an extra hour to go, and now we just missed the whole Cypress Hill concert that we paid for. Whatever. But yeah. Let's see if I missed any comments here. 17 years old, he says. First concert was Jimmy Buffett. Oh yeah, you like Jimmy Buffett, huh? I listened to a few of his first albums. I liked a couple of his songs. Yeah. Are you a Parrot Head, The Breeze? Uh-oh. That's weird. The comments are updating faster on my phone than on my PC. Back then it was parent approved. I'm not a true parent. Yeah. I guess you have to be a hardcore, diehard fan of a band to be the pet name for them. Oh, I know what other band I saw. I saw the Grateful Dead. Grateful Dead, back in, I think it was 90. I want to say... Actually, I think I went to them twice. It's been so long. But anyway, yeah, it was like 95, I think it was, the last tour. I think it was like one of the last tours they did before they stopped. And then, of course, you know what happened to Jerry Garcia. But that was an experience. Some people like say they don't like hippies, and I don't know. I've never really been a true hippie, but sometimes they're pretty interesting. The funny thing is, I think that the concert experience of going to a Grateful Dead show is probably better than their actual music. I never really, especially their early stuff. I don't like the Grateful Dead's early stuff. It's just I don't like too much bluesy sounding stuff. And that in the late '60s, with bands like Cream and everything. I mean, the one band that really did a good job with that was Led Zeppelin, because they combined the blues sound with the hard rock sound. I love Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin is like one of my probably all-time like 30 favorite bands. You know, I mean, they're that good. But like Cream, I don't know. I mean, I never really listened to like all their stuff, but honestly, White Room is probably the only song I really like by them, because most of it's just like too bluesy sounding, and the early Grateful Dead was like too bluesy, and then they just started like recording songs that were, I mean, they're trying to like trippy sounding, but at the same time they were just like really like folk, like country, like bluesy. I don't know. I just didn't think they had that good of a song, and until their later years, they finally started coming into their own in like the like mid '70s, and then like some of their '80s stuff wasn't so bad, but I think the concert experience is better than the music. It was just crazy experience, you know. What is do you have an all-time favorite band, or is it hard to pick just one? Breeze says, I was into Blue Oyster Cult back in my youth. Oh yeah, I like Blue Oyster Cult. They do have some good stuff. I should have opened up my Spotify ahead of time, because I could have showed you all my favorite songs by the bands we're talking about. And it takes forever to open up on my computer. I don't know why. Skinner too. Skinner's not bad. I like some of their slower stuff. Trying to think of the name of the song. It was like from one of their first albums. Someone covered it not too long ago. My Spotify is going to open up here, and then we can talk about my music more. It's going to take a year to load, and I actually have to leave the room for a minute anyway, so. Simple Man, yeah, that's the one, yeah. I forget which band covered it, but I was like, I heard the song, and I was like, that's such a beautiful song, and I looked it up, and I realized it wasn't from that band. And I like original versions. If I find out someone band did a cover, I try to find the original version. So then I realized it was Leonard Skinner. I was like, oh, that's a great song. So I put it on my playlist. Tuesday's gone. Is that a song? Must be. I don't think it's a man. I haven't gotten that far in the discography yet. I just listened to their first like 2 or 3 albums so far. Anyway, I gotta go in the other room for a couple. I'll be right back. Well, I'm not surprised this thing is still not loading. It takes forever. Sometimes I have to exit out and then open it up again. I have to bring up Task Manager because sometimes even though you exit out, it still is open, and if you try opening it again, it doesn't open. It says it's already running, even though I shut it. Oh, good. It's not showing as running. All right, let's try it again. Oh, stupid thing. I don't know what is wrong. What's wrong with the Spotify desktop app? The phone app works fine. Oh, look, it is still running. I think it's the second or the third one you have to kill. Oh, maybe not. Why there's 5 instances running is beyond me. There it goes. So what am I missing for comments here? I like to watch concerts. I couldn't go too young. Gonna go out driving tomorrow without my kid. Head to Minneapolis and film some stuff. Oh, that's cool. What do you think you're gonna film? whatever I come across. That's cool. Yeah, sometimes, you know, you don't necessarily need a plan. Um, I mean, some of the best videos I've done, I did have some kind of a plan about where I was going to go, but not necessarily about what I was going to talk about or what I was going to find when I was there. Like some of the best ones when places I haven't been yet, and then I get there and I discover it for the first time, and I'm like, oh my god, look at this. At the same time, the viewers are seeing it. But lately, I've just been doing ones where I didn't really know what I was going to do ahead of time so much. I mean, I had some idea, but like the parking lot video I did, wasn't sure exactly what I was going to look at while I was there. I just did it. He says, a boring documentation of whatever I felt like doing. Memory lane, maybe. Yeah, I mean, you know, just whatever, as long as it's real. And people find it interesting. Somebody will, at least. I don't even watch TV anymore. Like, as a kid, I mean, all we had was TV. You know, so I used to watch... That's what I watched. But, and at some point, the internet came. But I still didn't... I didn't really keep up with what was on. I mean, what you could find on the internet. I guess YouTube hasn't been around. I forget when it started, but I know when it first started, I didn't have anything to do with it. I knew what it was, but it wasn't until probably about maybe like 5 years ago, I want to say, roughly 5 years ago, that I really started getting into YouTube. I think I had gotten into Netflix a little bit before that, and I started watching Netflix, but what happened was, I think I was watching YouTube about something else, maybe for music or something, I don't know. And something came up on, you know how they recommend videos to you on like the front page? And somebody's page came up. It was about an abandoned exploration, and it's by a channel by the name of Exploration Unknown. And that's before he got big. He was fairly small back then. And he just like did a bunch of abandoned explorers. I was like, this is so cool. And then I started watching YouTube videos all the time. Now I don't even watch Netflix. Now all I watch is YouTube, because you can find whatever you want on there. Netflix is like not specific enough sometimes. All right, let's see what comments I missed. Wait a minute. Bree says, I hate TV now. I discovered YouTube in 2011. I knew what you meant. I don't think you discovered it in 2911 unless you had a time machine. I think my Spotify is working. Oh my god, it's a miracle. All right, now, if you guys if you guys have Spotify, or if you don't, you should try it out, because it's really cool that you can. There's so many, like almost every band out there. You can find at least some of their stuff on here. It's only like $12 a month or something. Let's see. I made a bunch of playlists. This is my best songs of all time. By the way, if anyone wants to follow me on Spotify, my name on there is the same as on YouTube, Roxley Summers. And I have one public playlist, and it's my best songs of all time playlist. I have over 4,000 songs on there. Now the playlist isn't loading. Beautiful. Well, when this loads, I'll show you some of my favorite songs. All right, what did I miss? Nothing. All right. Oh, now it's loading. Yeah, I'm getting ready to leave, and it's loading. All right, what were we talking about? Blue Oyster Cult. Let's see. So if I sort it by artist, I can go down. Okay, so of my favorite songs so far, I don't think I've listened to their whole discography yet, but I like five Blue Oyster Cult songs. Of course, everyone likes Don't Fear the Reaper, but I also like Divine Wind from Cultosaurus erectus. Well, that's going to take a while to load now. I was going to show you the picture, but oh well. Take Me Away, Golden Age of Leather and Wings Wedded Down. Those are some really good songs. I'm like weird about music. Like I don't like listening to music that songs that I only like a little bit. I only like songs that I love. So I'll like listen to a band's whole discography just to find out which songs by them I love. And sometimes it's only a few. Sometimes if it's a band I really like, it might be 10 or 15 or more. But then I put them on my playlist and I can listen to nothing but songs that I love. Oops. Breeze says, I've never used money on the computer. Yeah, well, I mean, in some areas you have to be careful, but I found that if it's like a major site, you really, I mean, they're too well known. They really can't get away with screwing you over. So, but I mean, to each their own, you know. Some things I don't want to spend my money on either. Divine Wind, he says. Yeah, that's a really good song. What are the bands we were talking about? Just scroll back up. Oh, Leonard Skinner. I think there was more than one Leonard Skinner song I like so far. And I've only listened to, like I said, their first handful of albums so far. I like alternate between bands. I can't listen to anyone for too long. Oh, okay. I like 3 songs by them so far. Simple Man. Oh, gosh, Free Bird. Everyone likes Free Bird. And then a song called Was I Right or Wrong? I don't remember what that song sounds like. I can't play it on here for you now because I'll get a copyright strike, but let me look up the lyrics. I'm just gonna, was I right or wrong lyrics? Let's see if this brings a bell on me. Oh yeah, this is a good song. I'm not gonna read the lyrics to you now and bore you, but I like lyrics that I can identify with that, like, I feel like can reflect either my current life or my past life. I feel like I can identify with the lyrics on that song. So he says, Divine. He says, I mean, no bill pay or any transactions on. Really, you don't even do bill pay. I find it lots easier than writing a check to pay your. What do you do? Pay your bills with check? DJ. Oh, who? Somebody else is here now. Let's see. Mac. He says DJ. Oh, DJ. Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Wait, where is he now? Hold on. Well, wait, where's the one you? Oh, I know what you're talking about because he doesn't call it. The DJ part isn't there. Hold on. Are you talking about Kiyoki? Yeah, Kiyoki. I think that's who you mean. I like 4 songs by him so far. Right or Wrong is Papa Died. Yep, I know. It's really a touching song. It says, Ring My Beal versus Ring My Mug. I don't know. I'm not sure which song you're talking about, dude. Check or direct. I haven't had a bank account for 6. You haven't had a bank account for 6 years? Wow. Not to get too personal, but I guess if you've had a job, you must have gotten paid in cash then, huh? Tring. Are these Mac? Are these songs because, or these bands that you're listing? He says divorced. Well, that's one way to make sure your ex doesn't get your money, huh? He says, like I said, the comments are coming up like 15 seconds earlier on my phone than they are on this computer screen. He says, unbank cashes checks at 1% fee. Oh, UN bank or unbank. Okay. Well, As long as you figure out a way to get by, that's all right. I don't know. I just personally, I just find it easier. Like I have a debit card, and I used to pay with cash. For many years after debit cards and credit cards were out, I paid with cash. And I still carry cash with me, but I use it sometimes. But I just find it's easier when you're like paying for something at a store just to stick your card in and then worry about counting out the cash and handing it in and getting a change. Then you got to deal with the change and the coins and all that crap. But I see what you mean. You know, maybe it's safer that way. And then when you have to worry about the government tracking you, right? I'm all cash all the time. I'm only cash when I need it. Like I pay my kids' allowance in cash, for example. I'm not going to give my kids a bank account and I'm debt free. Yeah, that's good. The only debt that I have is the mortgage on the house. Other than that, um, I even paid off my car. Well, it helped that we moved a few years back, and then I sold the old house, so I had a little extra money. So I paid off my car payment, so I didn't have any more car payments. And my mom had a loan, and I paid that off for her. So yeah, no debt except for the mortgage. I would pay off the mortgage, except I don't happen to have that much money sitting around to pay it. Otherwise, if I had six figures, I would gladly pay off the mortgage because I don't like having to have all that extra money to pay each month. But I won't take out a loan again. Once I get out of this house, I'm done. I plan on getting my next place I live. I want it to be an apartment because I just find the idea to be a lot easier. You don't have to worry about getting approved for mortgage. You don't have to worry about um, having a mortgage. You don't have to worry about. You can just leave whenever you want. You know, it doesn't belong to you, so you're not responsible for taking care of it. I mean, you have to like keep it clean, but I mean, if anything goes wrong, the landlord has to come and fix like the plumbing or whatever, or have a plumber come for you. You don't have to worry about like shoveling the driveway. It's not your responsibility. So eventually, maybe when the kids get older, or by the time they turn 18 or so, I plan on selling the house and getting an apartment instead because I just want to be free to do what I want and not have to worry about all the stupid responsibilities. Reese, didn't you say that you rent a place? If I remember correctly. Townhome basement. Yeah, that's the way to go. I want to be able to just move anytime I want without having to worry about selling something first. I'll be back. Alright, let's see if I missed anything. I got a spot for my car, too, in the garage. Oh, there you go. That's good. I've had a few apartments, but I never had a place to park my car anywhere but outdoors, so you lucked out there. And now, ironically, I have a house and there's no garage, so... I mean, it's not that bad, except when it's like you're going to clear the snow off your car, or... like when it's, raining or snowing or whatever, and you don't want to have to get all wet when you're bringing your groceries in or all that stuff. But I was thinking about, when we first moved here, I was thinking about, like, paying someone to actually build a garage, but I was like, I looked into the prices on it, and I'm like, I don't think I want to spend, 5 figures on something that's not that important. I'd rather put that towards more important things, so now I'm used to it. It doesn't bother me. Just keep all the stuff that someone else might keep in their garage. You just keep it, like, in the shed. We have actually 3 sheds, so there's plenty of room. But I don't know. I had a list of things I wanted to talk about. Let's see where it is. Well, I guess I talked about the things. It was just things I wanted to do. Maybe I'll open another one of my Amazon boxes. I still have a couple left over from last time. Oh, look who's up. Try a different angle this time. Put this a little further away. Maybe you can see my boxes when I open them. Let's see what I missed. It says the Iggy. Yep, there he is. That was him. Well, before you guys came in, I was talking about what I ordered today. I ordered what's it called? A gimbal for my phone. It's supposed to and for my camera. What the heck just happened? It says you're live. Did I go out for a minute? Bree says, that old brown desk is practically identical to the one I left with my ex-wife. Oh, that's is that bad or is that good? Did you like the desk and would have preferred to keep it? I got this desk from my grandfather. It was his. I don't know when he got it, but it's got to be the desk has got to be like 70 years old. I'm guessing, at least 60 years old. He says, "Nope, didn't care." How long ago did you get divorced? Yeah, this desk is actually kind of in bad shape. Not bad shape, but It used to have glass on it. It had a glass cover in it, and the finish underneath was perfect. And then in the move, I misplaced the glass, and so I've just been using it without it. And now from using it so much, it's the finish is completely coming off. But oh well. Maybe eventually I'll do something about it, but I don't really care. Oh, behind, he says, I mean the desk behind Iggy. Oh, that one. Yeah, that's an old one too. Hold on, let me flip it around. Oh no, I already flipped. Yeah, that one. I believe that was the one that my grandparents bought for my mom when she was little. So that one's probably about that age too. It's probably going to be 50, probably about 70 years old. Yeah, it's completely. The drawers fell apart. Not all of them, just some of them. But as much as it is, it's still way sturdier than whatever they make now. It's still actual wood. Can you even buy an actual wood? I guess you can if you go to like an expensive store, maybe. I don't know. But like if you go to like a regular store, it's all like just like particle board, like fake, or like not even real wood, He says, that desk I spot unidentical. Yeah. Alright. What do we got here? Oh, the spare batteries for my camcorder. I wanted to have spares, so in case I did an extended thing, I'd have spare ones. That's what that is. I'll save these for my kids, the packing pillows. My son especially likes to, cuts them out and then he puts like a rubber band around the middle and he draws a face on it. He's 6. So I'll save that. And then also they like to pop them too. They'll jump on them. My daughter's 7, he's 6. They also like the packing bubbles too. And then I'll open up this one. Well, this isn't working out so bad for me. The first like 40 minutes or so that I was on live stream, like nobody was in here watching. 45 minutes, 40 minutes. People would come and they would leave. But the second hour here has been, or however long it's been since I started having people in here now. So first I had I think it might be the same viewer, I don't know. There was somebody in here before, and it might be the same one who's in here with you, Breeze. He just wants to watch, which is fine. No one. I don't expect anyone to talk unless they want to. But once that happened, then it's been solid viewership for like the past like hour and a half, or hour and 20 minutes at least. Why am I cutting this? So with you coming in too, that's doubling the time. And then I noticed my last live stream, people watched it afterwards too. I noticed my like watch time went up from like in the 20s to like the 30s. So I guess combining live watch time with watching after the fact, since it's so long, actually doesn't work out too bad. Now what the hell is this? Figure out what this thing is. Mini LED video light. Oh, okay. This is a light to put on top of my my camcorder. It's the built-in light I don't like to use because I don't want it draining the battery on the camcorder. I'd rather have the battery go on the light before the actual recording device. That's the battery. And there's the light. I forget how many LEDs it said it had, but I think it's like 90 something. I think it'll be pretty bright. And it just screws on to the top of your camera there. Originally thinking I was going to do these live streams every day, but after last time and I was so busy and I was like burnt out from it, I was like, oh no, I don't have the energy. You have to have like a lot of energy and be in the right frame of mind to do this. All right, so I guess I'll put that in the same box as the batteries. You still there, Breeze? What kind of camera do you use? I have a phone camera. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been using my phone, but then I recently, I'll show you the new camera that I got. Hold on. Breeze, what kind of phone? Is it an iPhone or an Android or what? Oh, he says I have a phone camera and transfer vid to my computer. Yeah, yeah. That's when I use my phone. Well, you really pretty much have to do that unless you have a webcam that you're recording your videos on that's directly attached to your computer. Yeah, I have an Android phone. I know iPhones are more popular and supposedly they're better. I guess in some ways they are. I know the camera is apparently better, but ever since I started using smartphones, I got into Android, so I like them. So I have a Galaxy S9. I'll probably use it until it dies, even though it's old. But I mean, the video isn't bad on it, but it's just the one problem I have with it is that for some reason the autofocus. I mean, it's okay if you're just walking around and filming, but if you're filming yourself sitting still or whatever, it just keeps going like boom, like every like 20 seconds it'll go like that, and it's wicked annoying. So I got this instead, or not instead, but to use in addition to. It's a Panasonic HCV770, and I got it because it was rated for low light, so I thought it would be good when it was like not very bright. But as it turns out, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. I should have watched videos about people filming it ahead of time. I spent $600 on this, and I mean, it's still probably better than my phone. At least it doesn't go like this. But I'm probably going to get another camera next year when I can afford it. I bet even better one than this. But it's a camcorder. It opens up. All right, what did I miss? It says, I can't justify the expenses to get high tech, and I'm not a computer whiz. I'm lucky I can figure out YouTube. Yeah, I know. It takes a while to figure stupid stuff out. All right, guys. Well, I've been going at this for 2.25 hours, so I think I'm going to call it a night. All right? But thanks for tuning in. Oh, he says, my last phone did the zoom all by itself and got a different one. Honestly, all I know, I don't use Apple products. Yeah, I'm not really into Apple too much. Trying to think if there's any. I used to have iPods when they first came out, because that was the way that you had your music before streaming services got big. But I don't know. I mean, I've fooled around with other people's iPhones, and it's like different than an Android. I'm not in a hurry to figure something new out. I just like what I'm used to. So hopefully Apple won't destroy them completely and become the monopoly of the only phones in the world. All right, well, I gotta go. So thanks for tuning in, and anybody that watching. Remember to subscribe and watch the Breezes channel. Because look, you got 6 subscribers now. Maybe you'll have a few more before long. So everybody have a good night, and thanks for watching, and peace out.